Hey guys, it's Ryan.Hoffman at Summit Funding. This is a really good story and it'll make sense, so bear with me. So, in my study today, there is a letter written to this church. This church in Laodicea. If you want to look it up later, awesome. But long story short, this church was getting chastised because they were lukewarm. And here's the reason why. They were lukewarm because they were too comfortable. This church has a lot of financial abundance. They're in a really rich industry in their town, and so they just gotten too complacent. They knew that their financial needs were met. They knew they had enough social supports. They knew that if something bad were to happen, they had insurance. All these things that are around them, and so they got kind of complacent and they were lukewarm about their faith. Now, here's how that applies to us. In the real estate mortgage industry, when our clients feel like we're not hungry enough, they can tell. They can tell we're not fighting hard enough for them. They can tell we're not picking up the phone when we need to pick up the phone. They can tell we're not doing the work that got us to our point of success that we're at. And we sometimes forget that we are as busy as we are, not because of what we have done in the past, what we deserve, or how good we are. Sometimes it's just the market, and we got lucky. And sometimes it's just, it's just luck. So what's important to us to remember now is that with all things, we owe it to ourselves. I owe it to my wife, I owe it to my children, and I owe it to my God to make sure that any opportunity we have to work hard and to earn as much as possible, that we need to do what's possible to make as much of the opportunities we've been entrusted with. Whether that means picking up the phone and calling a listing agent when you're submitting offers, whether it means just calling a client right away instead of putting it off for an hour or two. We need to make sure we're doing everything we can to jump in on those situations. So that being said, if you are working with somebody right now who is not as hungry as they need to be, call me. I want to work with you. Sometimes, we get too comfortable and we just get complacent. Need to get hungry. Sometimes we're too hungry and we get commission breath, and you need to be working with somebody who also knows that they got enough deals. I'm not going to go hungry. I just want to do as much as I possibly can and help as many as I possibly can in order to do the most I possibly can for the people that I owe. In terms of any clients that have already been pre-approved and their approval has been a little stale, getting them back in the game, you might be able to say, hey, we haven't had a lot of luck getting offers accepted recently. One of the things that might be beneficial is get you approval with a great loan officer who I know that will actually help give you a more competitive advantage than this Bank of America approval you have, or Wells Fargo, or Big Bank, or blah, blah, blah. So that being said, if there's anything you need, phone number's down below. Got my email. It's Ryan.Hoffman@summitfunding.net, or my cell phone, 951-312-8650. I want to work with you. I want to do some good things. Let's see if we can get your clients over the field goal, over the goal line, over the hoop, through the basket. I don't know sports. Have a good one, guys.